Staying in touch is just a few clicks away. Get the latest news from a Catholic perspective and so much more. Become a RealCatholicTV.com premium member today.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by PewSitter.com, your online Catholic newspaper for the third millennium. CatholicMediaCoalition.org, in line with the Church, online with the world.
And TheAmericanCatholic.com, politics and culture from a Catholic perspective.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of Catholic News Roundup. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. Protestant Revolt. Evangelicals and other Protestants are revolting against the Obamacare health insurance mandate as thousands of Protestant leaders join Catholics to represent religious freedom in the United States. President of the Family Research Council, Tony Perkins, says 2,500 pastors and other Protestants have signed a letter bashing the mandate for ignoring the conscience rights of Americans, citing Thomas Jefferson's Virginia Act for establishing religious freedom. The law, which set up the passing for the First Amendment, says, quote, "To compel a man to furnish contributions of money for the propagation of opinions which he disbelieves is sinful and tyrannical," end quote. Richard Land, president of the Baptist Convention's Ethics and Religious Liberty Commission, also promised to challenge the mandate, both in court and in Congress. Court pressures Obama. Obama is stonewalling court demands that he account for his actions when he trampled the New Hampshire state government to direct money to Planned Parenthood. You may remember, following declarations by the government of the Granite State to defund Planned Parenthood of northern New England, the Obama administration immediately funneled $1 million into the abortion giant's coffers. The Alliance Defense Fund is seeking a court order to get Obama to turn over his records involving the decision, while the administration says it won't turn over anything until April 15th. The New Hampshire Senate is now considering a law that would ban the federal government from contracting with any state organization that provides abortions. The current lawsuit against Obama was filed in December on behalf of New Hampshire Right to Life. The Tenacious Tebow bill. The media is blasting Virginia legislation that would allow homeschooled children to participate in public school sports programs because they say homeschoolers are not good enough. What is being called the Tebow bill has passed the House in the state assembly and would give homeschoolers the right to try out for public school sports programs, as homeschooler NFL quarterback Tim Tebow did to get to the top of the football food chain. The editorial board for the Washington Post says in an article from the 18th of this month that the Virginia High School League sets many program requirements to ensure a level playing field that cannot be met by homeschool students. 3 articles altogether have been published by the Post in the past 3 weeks against the legislation. To sum up, they say opening their doors to community families forced to fund public education institutions they choose not to attend would compromise school spirit. The editorial pieces did not mention the expansion of talent pools that would be added to their sports programs or talk about homeschool students as equal to children who attend public schools. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a few seconds.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by NewOxfordReview.org, the voice of Catholic Orthodoxy, in print and on the web, and RenewAmerica.com, expanding the influence of America's grassroots in the cause of freedom.
While Obama's job approval rating remains low, both Mitt Romney and Rick Santorum have arrived within 2 points of the White House resident in election matchups. Obama's job approval index has gone down 2 points to -15, as 40% of voters strongly disapprove of his performance compared to 25% of the nation's voters that strongly approve. Meanwhile, the 2 GOP national leaders have advanced to within 2 points of Obama as a presidential candidate in the 2012 election, leading Romney 45 to 43%. However, Santorum sits behind Obama by only 44 to 46. Rick Santorum has also expanded his national lead over Mitt Romney to 12 points, winning 39 to 27. Congo Catholics attacked. peaceful Catholic marchers in the Congo were met with beatings and tear gas by police as they gathered to march in commemoration of a previous massacre. The demonstration was the 20th anniversary marking the death of those killed by soldiers while marching for the creation of democracy in their country in 1992. The 3 priests and 2 nuns arrested during the violent attacks from police and gang members have since been released. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. Thanks for tuning in today. Be sure and tune in tomorrow for your daily dose of Catholic News Roundup right here on RealCatholicTV.com. And also be sure to check out The Vortex, where Michael talks about a prophetic Pope Paul VI and a dying civilization gutted by contraception. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tell all your friends about us. And as always, God bless you.